Okay, I will flash you at 5 minutes to ending time.
Sweet. Thank you. Thank you.
The light flash, not the...
Yeah.
May I have another vodka Red Bull, please, to the stage?
Whoa.
Give it up for your bartender. He's been looking after you guys this entire evening. And he's doing a great job. He's doing an amazing job. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Edgy Open Mic, and I am your comedy exchange student this evening. If you have any hang-ups about English grammar and how it needs to be right for you to understand English, I am going to disappoint you for the next 30 minutes. Okay? Life is better than English grammar. One moment. Here we go. So my name is Engin. I am from Turkey. And I've been in this country since 2004, January 2004. I'm having a great time. I hope you are too. It's good to be here. It's amazing. Thank you for the opportunity. Tico Moon has taken over this mic and now gave me this chance to just do my thing for the next 30 minutes. And she's been, God knows, she's been very patient with me. She's been very patient with me. Because I've tried some real Evel Knievel shit off this stage. And if you know anything about Evel Knievel, he only calculated the takeoff. He never calculated the landings. So my jokes were like, the beginning, amazing. They were face plants, they were scorpions, dragged on my face a few times. It happens. So I'm glad to be here. I'm happy to see friendly faces. Thank you for coming out this evening. Thank you. You guys are awesome. And for those who have not seen me on stage before, let's get to know each other. I'm an immigrant. And just like most of you, I don't like immigrants either. Not all of them. There are particular immigrants that I don't enjoy. For example, the gimmicky immigrants. For example, the lady with the hijab, full face of makeup, and then Lululemon tights. What are we doing? What are we doing? But I don't necessarily assign to that. I don't think that will send her to hell. She's not going to have a good time, though. She's not going to have a good time. As you can tell, I'm a Muslim. That's why I can make Muslim jokes. You guys are afraid because if you guys make Muslim jokes, you guys think someone will come and kill you. That's what you were told. It's not true. Though, because over those countries over there, they don't even have matching pair of shoes, let alone come over here to shoot you. It's not going to happen, I promise you. You got to be educated, you got to be smart to move to this beautiful country. Let me give you guys a reason why I love this country. This is the only place on earth where you can buy a jacket, wear it for 17 months, smelling like cigarettes, and then you can take it back and claim full refund from the vendor. God bless America.
Yeah.
God bless America. If you bitch and complain enough, they're like, fuck you, take this money, get the fuck out of here. We don't want to fucking hear anything. We don't want to hear anybody's bad news. Fair enough, right? Because we're having a great time here. We're having an amazing time here. This is such a party. Such a party. We get the fight over fucking pronouns. fucking issue. Everything is done. Pronouns is the issue. And how fucking arrogant are you that you call yourself they in plural? It's only you, asshole. We the king would love to. We the king would love to have some tacos from next door. That's a fucking weird way to talk to each other. I speak 4 languages. I can curse in 4 languages fluently. And English is my favorite because, like, let me curse in Turkish, for example, my native language, and it's not as threatening. Amına kodumun orospu çocuğu. It means fucking son of a bitch. Right? But when you say fucking son of a bitch, it hits home. It hits home. Because people need to be talked to in levels. In so many different levels. For example, there was a missed opportunity during COVID in the technology department. Someone could have invented smart fridges. We all put on a bit of weight during COVID. We were at home, right? I know. And if we had smart fridges that could talk to us at 1 o'clock in the morning, but you want levels to it. Like, for example, level 1 on the knob. Engin, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. You should have fruit and water right now. The way I need to be spoken to, the things I respond to, I wouldn't really care about that. Mine would be at 11, and it would look something like this. I'm approaching the fridge, and the fridge goes, "Hey, asshole! Do you know what time it is? It's fucking 1 o'clock! Here's a glass of water. Get your ass back to bed, fatso." That I would respond to. That's a missed opportunity in the whole technology department. See, I'm gonna slip. I'm gonna slip in English.
Slinglish.
Is it possible to get another vodka Red Bull on the stage, please? So, me being an immigrant and hating immigrants, I don't like competitive immigrants. Competitive immigrants come in various shapes. I'm from Turkey, and the other day, I got into a cab, the guy was also from Turkey. I said, "Selamun alaikum," and he said, "Alaikum wa salam." And we immediately started to compete who the better Muslim is in that taxi cab. Thank you, sir. Thank you. God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, my longtime neighbor, Ben and Heather. These are some of the most beautiful people I have ever met in my life. When my father died, this is what good neighbors they are. When my father died, I was a traveling rep, and I would come home after a week of travels and sales, and in my fridge, Heather had a key to my apartment, in my fridge, there would be food ready for me with a note on the top of it. "Hey, if your microwave is strong, do this for 3 minutes. If it's weak, do it for 6 minutes." This is how great these people are. Thank you. Thank you for coming out tonight. It is very difficult to be Turkish in this country because Turkey has experienced everything America has experienced within 70 years. Like super fast. Because we were the Ottoman Empire, correct?
Yes.
That's why the Armenians hate us. And naturally so. And then we became Turkish Republic. And there's a man called Atatürk who was the leader of this movement. And then he got rid of the squiggly googly letters. Right? The Arabic alphabet. And then immediately we all learned how to read. We switched the alphabet from squiggly googly to Latin alphabet. And then boom, we can all read now. And we were so hungry for information and the education system that he can create. Imagine this, imagine the vision, imagine the vision. Somebody goes, stop. We're going to change everything you know about language and then rewrite it in a complete different format. And he pulled it off. And I'm a product of that. Now in the meantime, America noticed this. This is the beauty of America. That's why we go to other countries and fuck shit up. Because you gotta first create some chaos. You gotta create some chaos so you can teach people, hey, there are other ways. Right? So America noticed what was going on in Turkey, and then they start sending all their movies to Turkey. I grew up with James Dean, Clint Eastwood, Paul Newman, Teresa Lalas. Alright? All these people that everybody hates today. Could you imagine? Thus, I sometimes run into some rough time and people hate me for it. Because I look like everything they hate. But I'm none of it. White guys see me and they're like, he ain't white. Mexicans look at me and go, he's definitely not Mexican. And he ain't white either. It's crazy. It's crazy. Do you guys want to hear the rest of my taxi cab story?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Remember, we got into a taxi cab. The guy is from Turkey. I'm from Turkey. We said Selamun Aleyküm, Aleyküm Vesselam. And then we started to compete who the better Muslim is now. He asked me abruptly, he said, Engin, is it true your town uses alcohol during Ramadan? I said, yes. Yes, we do. He said, what kind of Muslim does that? I said, this kind, bro. This kind. It's a human experience. We're America. We're in America. We're in America. Isn't it? Aren't we experiencing that we can be whatever the fuck we want to be? Isn't this the beauty of this country? I think so. I think so. So anyway, this debate abruptly ended when he dropped me off in front of the strip club. Muslims frown upon strip clubs. I love strip clubs. Right? Such an honest relationship. During COVID, I was sad because the strip clubs were closed. And my lady loves going to strip clubs with me. That's the best part. That's the best part. I'm one of those lucky guys. We sit in a street corner and judge women's ass. That's our favorite pastime. So yeah, he did drop me off in front of the strip club. Although he was the better Muslim, I was the better immigrant. I gave him 5 stars. I wasn't going to mess with anybody's money because they disagreed with me. That's where we're going wrong here. That's where we're going wrong. There's immigrant optimism. There's immigrant optimism. Without immigrant optimism, for example, it's tough to come on stage on your 4th language and trying to get a point across for a room of drunks. You just gotta leave the house going, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And that's how I left the house today. I said, it's gonna be okay. Immigrant optimism is amazing because people come up to me with their problems. One dude came up to me and said, hey man, I was circumcised when I was a baby. My mother did not ask my consent. Maybe I lost some feelings and pleasures, and I was like, this guy jerks off so much. He now has lost feelings. He's looking for someone to blame. Because that seems to be the vogue. Let's blame somebody. Let's blame somebody. And I told the guy, hey man, I'm circumcised as well. He said, why are you so chipper? I said, man, the way things are being presented to us makes up our mind about that particular thing. He goes, how was circumcision presented to you? I said, it was a party for 2 weeks to begin with. They bought me 5 pairs of suits. I had a cape. There was fur attached to the cape that I had. And there were bedazzles on the back of it. It was the shape of a butterfly. I had a cane that was bedazzled. And then I had a crown that was bedazzled and it has 2 feathers on it. I had a chest belt, like the beauty pageants wear, and then it said Mashallah, which means like, may God look after him. They put me in the back of a Cadillac convertible with a drummer on one side and a horn player on the other side, and other cars following us with Turkish flags flying. Everyone pointing at me saying, this guy is stepping into the manhood right now, and from here on out, his life is going to be better and great. I said, Jake, I have memories with my foreskin. He goes, what are you talking about? I said, I got circumcised when I was 9. He goes, what? Yes. I have memories with my foreskin, and you're bummed about something that you've never met before. You see, immigrant optimism comes from a place. It's not just learned. It's not just, like shit needs to happen to you, so the other shit is not as important. That's how life works, Thank you. Heavy shit happens to you, and then when light shit happens, you go, meh. Like for example, me talking here for half an hour. What can possibly happen? Worst case scenario, someone might try to jump the stage. That's the worst case scenario. There are at least 12 comics in this room. I think I'm going to be fine. And I also have my musician buddy here too. I know he scraps. So I have that confidence. But don't forget, I do want to be liked. I don't want anybody to leave this place and go, fuck this guy. He fucking ruined my night. That's not my goal. That is not my goal. It's Thursday, and I'm just fucking around. Have you guys seen that new reel? This guy with a graph on the whiteboard, and he goes, more you fuck around, more you find out. So I'm just trying to find out. Smoking weed, drinking Red Bull and vodkas. Shout out to Juan Carlos. He got me into it. My heart is kind of pitter-pattering. Speaking of heart, the pinnacle of my immigrant optimism came around at the beginning of the pandemic. You were afraid, I was afraid. I have 2 kids. I have to look after them. I have a business, I have to look after them. I can't die, they can't die. And as these things were just accumulating, and then TV's bombarding us with bullshit, like, we're all gonna die, this, that, we're all scared. I'm in my backyard, my chest started to hurt. I was like, oh shit, uh-oh. I'm 48, right? These are the ones that take you out, they say. Plus I have heart condition in my family, right? So I'm thinking, okay, this is it. And I'm like, here's the immigrant optimism. It kicked in, the pinnacle of it. I was like, this is it. This is what's going to take me. But I'm like, wait, if I die now, I don't have to worry about any of this bullshit anymore. And I laughed. When I laughed, I farted. And my chest pain went away. So, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the moral of the story is, stress makes gas. And sometimes it can manifest itself as a heart attack. Or, whatever. I'm telling you, these things. I mean, I have no idea how many of us were so scared at the beginning of this, and we all did. Like, I bet you, everybody in this room, I bet you all the cash I have in my pocket, everybody in this room who's on social media lost a friend during the pandemic on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Because we all had our, fuck you, shut the fuck up, you shut the fuck up, no, you shut the fuck up, hey, back there, you shut the fuck up, come back here, shut the fuck up, everybody tell this person to shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. That's what we did to each other. That's what we did to each other, man. And do you know why is it so easy to tell someone to shut the fuck up in this country?
Especially Brooklyn.
What is that, sir?
Brooklyn is a fuck. Brooklyn wants anywhere. Brooklyn.
Brooklyn started that. Okay. Well, I would not think Brooklyn would have started this, because my idea of Brooklyn is, it's not a place, because I watched Godfather, I watched The Sopranos. I'm thinking, if you tell someone to shut the fuck up there, they're going to take care of you. That's my mental image. That's the story I believe. You know what I mean? Right. But the question remains, why is it so easy for us to tell each other to shut the fuck up in this beautiful country? Let me give you guys the answer, because I promised answers for free this evening on my post. I said I'm going to give all the answers for free tonight.
I need an answer.
Okay, the answer is, the reason you can tell someone to shut the fuck up so easily in this country, it's because nothing happens to you when you tell someone to shut the fuck up in this country. Good luck telling someone to shut the fuck up in Turkey. They will get their friends together and kick your head. And they'll make fun of you while they're doing that. What'd you say? Shut the fuck up, huh? Shut the fuck up. Everybody hates you. They'll make you slap silly. Tell someone to shut the fuck up. How rude. How rude. But we did that. We got separated. Us and them. It's always that. Us and them. If it's not this, it's that. I thought this was the human experience, man. I thought we were chilling. I thought we were having a great time. That's what I signed up to. That's why I filled out all those bullshit papers and waited in lines. Do you know, I got a compliment during my immigration process. More than once, I was told that my handwriting was legible. should be clear about your fucking communication. If you want your people to know their name, fucking write it out properly. Fuck you and your doctor handwriting. Only the pharmacy can fucking understand what you're prescribing. I don't know how we got here. I don't know why we got here, but here we are. Here we are. Here we are. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Handwriting, immigration. Let's talk about forms. Let's talk about paperwork. Let's talk about legal documentation. Would you guys like to hear about legal documentation experiences of a Turkish man? The immigration forms you fill out, they're not any other like A4 blank piece of paper with lines on it. It's like money. It has like the silver strip running through it. It has the, what do you call it, like the cold stamp, and you gotta like, it shimmers under black light. It's a sophisticated piece of paper. Watermark, thank you. See, English, fourth language, struggle's real. I don't know how you guys do it. The word enough is enough to explain my struggle. How the fuck do you guys put all those letters together and ignore half of them and come up with enough? And there I am in Turkey trying to read a book and get stuck on a word going. Why is there a G? Why is there a G? What the fuck is there? Why? Why is this? I don't even know what this word sounds like. And then my buddy Chris comes by and goes, oh, Ian, that's enough. I'm like, why? And he goes like this. No shit. I went to school in Idaho to be a special education teacher. I'm already a school counselor by trade. But in Idaho, you have to do more paperwork so that the government can make money. So I went through the paces, and during the exam, I was writing saying, well, like I have read something using the past tense of read, but I didn't know how to spell it. So I walked up to my TA or professor, whoever was, you know, applying the exam at the time. This is at Boise State. I said, how do you spell red? She goes, same as read. I'm like, how did you guys learn how to fucking speak this language? And she goes, yeah, it's you gotta believe sometimes. I'm like, amen, sister, amen. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. Sometimes you gotta believe. Math is like that too. If you've ever taken advanced math, at one point the professor will say, it's just that, okay? It's just that. Like, it doesn't work without that, so it's just that. We all decided to agree, this is what it is. This is what it is. And everybody goes, oh, okay. Just in the name of passing that class, we just nodded our head. I still don't believe it. I still don't believe what they taught us. I have such a fucking resentment towards academia. So, you know, I was told I would not amount to nothing. Not that I'm counting this for anything, like talking dick jokes at Whiskey Tim. Don't get me wrong. I've done a lot in my life. But I was just like, those teachers, they want to control you. And then when they can't, their ego just flares. I'm like, come on, man. They had no idea that their student had called his father from jail exactly 20 minutes after he left the house. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard that right. I did call my father exactly 20 minutes later after I left the house from jail. And my dad's response was, son, you just left the house 20 minutes ago. What'd you do? I said, Dad, it's a long story. Can't come again.
Yep, and you want that for second.
He did. He did. Because I didn't do anything to embarrass my parents. Because that was the standard in my household. Do whatever the fuck you do. We don't care. But don't embarrass us. Don't embarrass us. And we all agreed. Like my sister and I, we always talk about this. Holy shit, man. The things I hear about the people that we grew up with and what the fucking chaos they brought to their life and how their parents must have felt. I'm like, we're always high-fiving. We're good kids. Do you guys want to know why I went to jail 20 minutes later after I left the house?
Yeah!
And my dad came and picked me up because he thought it didn't bring any shame to the family. Here goes. I was a senior in high school. It was August in Izmir, Turkey. August in Izmir, Turkey. If you've ever experienced like New Orleans summer or DC summer, like hot and humid. Okay? Hot and humid. Nasty. There's no escape from it, and we cannot afford AC in Turkey. Electric is like very expensive. So we're all just like sitting there. It's like if you've been to Cuba, same difference. You just sit there. There ain't no AC. You're just dealing with it. So here we go. On that day, I received my ice climbing equipment. A pair of ice climbing axes and crampons. I was in Bermuda shorts and a tank top, and I put my winter boots on, strapped my crampons in, and I climbed a palm tree. As I was 20 feet, and in Turkey, the palm trees, you can't hug them. They have massive trunks. So I'm about 20 feet up in the air, somebody goes to the fucking tree. Because they're hollow. I looked down, I was like, 2 police officers, 20 feet below me. I said, yeah? They're like, sir, could you please calm down? I said, yes. So I climbed down the palm tree, and they said, hey, this is considered destruction of public property. Can we see your ID? I said, I don't have my ID on, but I live right there across the street. They're like, we have to take you in. That's why I went to jail, and my dad came to get me. Ladies and gentlemen, your patience requires some serious appreciation. Tika, thank you for this opportunity. And everybody, thank you for your patience. My name is Edgy Open Mic. I want to plug something. This is a very important open mic. And I'm glad everybody comes and supports this. But there are 2 comedy activities in town that are absolutely vital to know. One of them is the second weekend of every month, second Saturday of every month, at Iron Ox. We hold an open mic just for comics. And the best set of that evening gets a guest spot, paid guest spot, on our next show, which are on the 4th Saturday of every month. Iron Ox, second Saturday and 4th Saturday. My name is... And that's Mom. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Edgy Open Mic. Thank you very much.